Wow. It's great. I'm glad I'm out here, giving you guys a nice view. Here she is.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The outside's wonderfully constructed. Get a closer look here. Wait a second. Wait. How are the thrusters? What's going on? The engines are on. Wait a second. What's going on? It's flying by itself. Did somebody sneak in? Wait a second. Get back here. I'm trying to do a review for the guy. Get back here. I'm doing a review for the guy. The guy. No. Come back here. My freelance is flying by itself. What's going on? Somebody had the jacket. How am I gonna do a review now? Oh, son of a bitch.
And that was my first failed attempt at the Freelancer 2.1. Somebody expertly jacked the ship and flew away with it. But don't worry, we have the full review here on DaGaimez. Wow, explosion expertly timed. I did not mean that to happen. It's a little crazy here at Port Olisar. There's a lot of fighting going on the 2.1 PTU. Whoa. As you can obviously hear, we're going to be doing a full review on the Freelancer. We're going to fly it. We're going to check it, see if it's worth getting this ship. There are some differences within the interior. Here, let's get our ship ready. Thank you to the Gaimerz that give me access to allow me to fly this ship. I'm super appreciative. I love this community. And why don't we just check out the commercial, remind ourselves what the Freelancer is all about. Some of you have seen this, but let's just check it out.
A comm comes over the spectrum with a job. All it says is an amount of cargo, a delicate timetable, and a risky route. You know you've got 42 cubic meters to pack full of profit. We're talking pressurized and shock-resistant construction, so whatever you put in here comes out the same way. You got two Arc Duo 400 engines. Their award-winning colloid ion technology gives you maximum fuel efficiency while keeping your SIG low. You come across a couple of pirates.
Hey, Lancer, you know the drill.
But with a weapon system featuring trusted names like Bering and Kronik, you aren't too worried.
Commercial vessel, Freelancer class. Rig tags look good. Cleared for landing at Area 18.
You're the one they come to when they need a job done right. Because you trust one ship. MISC Freelancer. Built for life.
And really, the only commercials that I love watching in the world are Star Citizen commercials. It looks like our Freelancer is loaded. She's out on the landing pad, ready for us to check her out. I will be going over a video in the future about how to use your Moby Glass, which is cool, so stay tuned for that, everybody. We'll be talking about journals, missions, the finance section, pretty much everything that it comprises. So I am looking forward to releasing that for everybody here on DaGaimez. Let's go check her out. Let's see what she looks like. I know there were some changes slightly on the remodeling that SIG is doing on the newer Freelancer versus the one that is currently available in the 2.0 in your hangar at the moment. So I'm very excited to look at this, see what updates are being made. She looks beautiful, this being inspired by Freelancer the game. Chris Roberts being the creator and developer of that game. That is amazing as well, and if you have not played that, I highly recommend it. It's still good to this day. There's some neuters, the neuter machine. And let's go through the airlock. Let's talk about pricing a little bit. We will be going over the standard MISC variant of Freelancer, which is your starter Freelancer. Let's look at the price now and the details while we are going out into space. Alright, and here are your MISC Freelancer variants. You have the Mercantile, which we will be flying and reviewing, the Freelancer Dur at 150. It's slightly more geared for the exploration-minded, and the Freelancer Max, that is more very transport-oriented, thicker construction, a little bit more durable at 32,000 kilograms. Let's check out, though, what most of us will be flying, the MISC Freelancer. And upon first initial impression, I like the look of it. It's just exciting to me to see it on the landing pad ready to fly, so I will be very happy to hop into this cool rocket. But one thing I'm noticing that's a little bit disturbing to me is if you compare it with what the commercial shows as far as scale. Let's look at the commercial real quick. You'll notice that there is a staircase leading up into the cockpit area, and it's interesting because to me it looks as if the Freelancer is missing that. I believe it's lower as well. It looks like it's sitting much lower, and to scale looks a little bit smaller than what I saw in the commercial. That's what she said. Sorry, I had to. And this door is not opening, so there's a couple features on this because of course this is the PTU, the 2.1. I am able to get into this. It is a feature within Star Citizen that some of you may be able to use, and I highly suggest doing this. It's fun to be able to take a ship that normally people cannot fly and just be able to look at it, see it. The paint job, I think they need a little work on the paint job. The gun's very cool, but it is sitting lower than what was shown in the commercial, and the steps are missing into it, so they must have had some redesign issues. I personally would have liked to seen it a little larger. Again, that's what she said. But I will say it's still very inspiring type of ship, and I would imagine a very good utilitarian type of ship, one that's going to be able to make quite a bit of money with cargo space here. And let's open up the back. Ooh. All right. Very cool sound effects on that. This is the first time we're actually able to do a review on a dock, which is great. I'm glad there's not a lot of other people around at this particular moment in time. Very expansive bay here. Let's see. Alright. Totally dig it. I just love the way that the interior looks. Very professionally done. Nice interior, really. I like the look of it. The Freelancer we're in currently carries 52 units, while the transport version, the Freelancer Mac, actually holds up to 123 units. So that's something to take note of. If you'd rather be hauling things around, you might want to look at the Max instead of the standard Freelancer. I think personally either or is going to do a decent job, but it might be worth the extra bit to go for the Freelancer Max instead if you are more into the trade kind of transport and you do want more protection. I get the feeling like this is a Mac truck. I just feel like this is a very solid ship from the inside. I'm getting a different feeling from the inside than I did from the outside. Here's the actual turret, which is in a very good position. I like that it's on the back of the ship, viewing the majority of the ship in front, you know, targets coming at you. Very nicely done. I do love this turret spot on the Freelancer. Very well placed. Here we get a better view of the outside of the ship and the guns. We will go over the fact that the this particular mercantile ship has 4 guns, 2 of which are S2 and 2 of which are S3, and then unmanned turret. The turret section is S2s, 2 S2s, and the man turret being the S1. Not quite sure where that's at. Shield S5, power plant S5, TR5 engines. Kind of curious as to that other turret, where it's saying that one is at. Definitely have a good range of motion in this turret. Ship is not powered on currently. Turret is off. Very, very excited to fly this ship. Let's go towards the front here. Yes. And again, if you guys need explanations as to the cargo or the units, check out this video. We talk about grabby hands, and we get into that video a little bit. We talk about the cargo. Now this is different. This feels different than the Freelancer in the hangar. They've done a few changes here. It's not doing anything. And there's your beds. Max crew, it says 2. It's interesting. Doesn't do it. That's basically where your map and navigation panel looks like it's going to be. And then here's the cockpit area with 4 seats. However, it does say only 2. I did see the fact that they still might be saying, hey, the Freelancer's only a 2-unit manned ship. Might be the minimum amount of people that you need to correctly fly the ship. Again, needing NPC characters to fly the ship for. Anything less than the number stated, or at least that's my understanding of it. Let's start this baby. I don't, I dig this kind of panel board view, technical specs, but it looks as if some of the HUD display is missing. We'll see. I'm not too sure about the view. This does move rather, it lumbers a bit. Let's see here. I mean, you expect that. Not bad.
Caution.
Decent thrust.
Caution. Port collision.
I did like, I mean, it had a little giddy up on it. But the view is limited at best. I don't like this view.
Caution. Port collision.
See the outside here. Has a very Vulcan look to it at this angle. There's a nice little boost. Somebody's checking us out. It turns real slow. But what do you expect? I mean, it's a more of a lumbering. They need to work on some of the thruster animations, it looks like. Still. Let's see here. Just get our bearings a second. Interesting with the roof. I'm not quite sure about this whole roof. If you have VR tech with a headset, I can see how that roof becomes much more functional and useful. Somebody's fighting us. Let's see what this baby can do. Sorry about the heater noise. I will continue the review even though the heater's on the background because we are flying the ship and we are currently in an engagement, so apologies about the heater noise, gamers. I think somebody's now, yeah, the target, it's not letting me me target this guy for some reason. Here we're looking at the view again. Just looks like he's not a threat. Maybe it's just doing a flyby. I say we maybe get into a little bit of an engagement here. Let's fly close to this guy and see what this baby can do. Gotta shoot some guns. Maybe that'll spark his interest. That's got some serious kick. I like the feeling of those guns firing. I surely do. Yeah. Okay. This just went up like 20 points based upon the immersion quality that those guns gave me. I bet those pack up.
Caution. Front collision.
Oh, snap.
Caution. Front collision.
And, oh, shit. Here's a tip, guys. Don't run into a freelancer, because that is what happens. That was an Avenger,
Shields charging.
literally disintegrated, pounding off of the hull after I thrust it into him directly. Wow. Now that was fun. I was a Mack truck and that was a Volvo. So overall, they need do a little bit more work, guys. Unfortunately, I'd say a lot more work. But I like where they're going with the Freelancer. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Many more Star Citizen videos on the way. Apologies about the late nature of these videos hitting every couple of weeks. I will start making more of these, and we will try to get out at least a Star Citizen video a week here, and then step it up. We do need help from our Gaimerz for pledges. We are kind of close back to our 150 goal. If we dip below that, our game giveaways will go away. We don't want that. But I understand why, because content has been slow lately, so I will definitely step it up, guys. Now, 4 beds. And it says 2 people. What's this door do here? Not going yet, Gaimerz. Hold on, just checking some things out. And, whoa, okay, that glitched me out. Alright. Huh. It's a nice view from the outside. Let's hope somebody doesn't jack the ship again, like last time. Anyhow, it's quite a beautiful. It's well constructed. I still think it needs fleshed out a bit. Still needs some more work. A little bit herky-jerky in its movements. Slow as expected, understandably so, as it's a bigger ship. I'd imagine that the Freelancer Max would even have a slower turn rate. Overall, I think for the price, a very solid ship. I mean, this was only about $30 more than my Cutlass, and I can tell you right now, from flying the 2, and you guys can check out my Cutlass review here, but from flying the 2, I'm telling you what, for the extra 30 bucks, this Freelancer has a lot more mass to it and is a bit more dedicated. Oh, snap. Got it stolen in the first one. And, yeah. Now it's just floating out there in space. Wonderful. A great way to end this video. I need to work a little bit more on the dynamics of what happens to you in the ship as it's getting damaged like that. The physics, like if they want to kind of show the fact that I smash up against a wall, that would be wonderful. Anything like that, you're just going to have that in space. You're going to have some of those instances that happen like that where you're not happy and you're going to lose or get hurt in that fashion. And that's life, that's space. You should that shouldn't have happened, you know, where I just slip out of the ship like that. But again, it's alpha. I got some work to do. Overall, though, Freelancer, right now I'm giving it a C+. Still needs work. I think scale-wise, I think they need to lift it up a little bit more. Anyhow, hope you enjoy this vid, gamers. Many more Star Citizen videos on the way. Keep it frosty. See you on the next video.